The next thing I'm going to do is suggest themes. So group these into themes. I don't think there's going to be too many here, but that gives us an overall strategic structure of our marketing efforts. So I'm going to go ahead and create theme suggestions. Now this usually takes 5 to 10 minutes, 100 to a couple of hundred keywords is a good starting point. And now what the growth themes are, they are the themes in which you want to grow your visibility and reach customers both in Google Ads and SEO, and they will be the foundation of optimizing your existing campaigns as well as creating new campaigns and creating action items for SEO. And once they finish, I'm going to show you what you can do with them. And if you're not completely happy with the initial list you get, you can always either remove individual keywords if they're not relevant, or you can kick off other jobs like core product keywords, for instance, or integrations for SaaS, or just a generic free-form research. And once those jobs complete, they will all appear here, and then you can select and do a bit of filtering here using these filters and add keyword. But typically, if you run one or two of these jobs, you should be in a good position to create your first growth themes for whatever you're working on. Okay, so that run took about 5 minutes. We have 2 new themes, which is about what I would expect based on this being just Google Ads. There's Google Ad Management, which looks pretty relevant with like 5-6 subclusters for people who seek information about Google Ads. And then this is a marketing agency selection, which is exactly what I want. Marketing managers who are looking for information about Google Ads. I think I'm just going to make that bottom of the funnel because this is already like pretty close. I'm going to save that theme and I'm going to save that theme. So now I have my first growth themes. I can navigate to growth themes. I'm going to start working on both of these immediately. And the first thing here, first of all, you should enable rank tracking. So let's just go ahead and enable that. And here you can see what keywords are included, our current organic visibility and our paid visibility. It looks like in this case, we don't really have any paid visibility with these. You can also drill down to like the individual themes. So for instance, for agency review and reputation. So now what's going to happen in the background is it's going to start creating action items to start improving the situation for SEO. For SEM, if there are actions to like tag existing campaigns, they would show up here, but I don't think we had any. So next you can click on check coverage. And here, since we know that we don't have campaigns for these, I'm going to tell it to create new campaigns. So you can select growth themes only. Like if you only want to do one, let's maybe do that. So let's say the marketing agency selection. And if you do the automated route, it's going to try to find existing campaigns. That would be a good home for some of the clusters here underneath here. So maybe you already have a campaign that could take one of these clusters. Well, then we create a new ad group there, or maybe you have an existing ad group and that already is relevant, has a good landing page. Well, then maybe we just add the keywords there. Or if there's nothing suitable for this growth theme, then it'll typically suggest just creating a new campaign for that growth theme. Now, those actions, once that finishes running, you will then see like the action items here to create those new campaigns. And I'm going to show you how that works in just a second. This typically takes 5-10 minutes because it is creating a lot of ads, ad groups, analyzing structures and so on, automatically generating all the campaign settings. So this is a good time to get a cup of tea or something while you wait for this to finish. Okay, as that job now completed, that means that there's probably action items to create new campaigns. And now that is because here we said that create new campaigns only. But if you already have a lot of existing campaigns, then really running the automatic is the way to go, because then it'll just make sure that all of the growth themes that you currently have are covered, but it's not necessarily going to create new campaigns. It'll create new ad groups in existing campaigns or even add keywords to existing ad groups. But we went with the new campaign route because we knew based on the classify job that these are not going to have good pre-existing campaigns. Here we have a campaign action item. So it's telling us to create a new campaign. And here it's already pre-selected a lot of these things for us. There's probably conversion value on the account. So it's suggesting that we optimize for that. Daily budget based on existing spend on the account. And then location is good. I think languages we want to add English. And then we can go ahead and execute and it'll create that campaign. And then we can start creating the ad groups. This is all pre-selected. So, okay, this looks good. Let's create that ad group. These are the keywords it's suggesting that we add. We can, of course, here still kind of modify, change matches, change keywords, but this all looks good to me. So I'm going to go ahead and execute. And it has written an ad for us. Okay, yeah, this all looks nice. Yeah, I can modify, but I can just go ahead and execute as well. And then, just run down through the entire list until this is completed. The campaign is currently paused in Google Ads, so you need to go there and enable it, just have a final check there. Now that's one way of getting new themes live on ClickBuddy.